Poetry mouth, okay, you are all here. What the little evil says is a mantra that only these children can understand. Wow wow chie, it means a bit of pity and sighing. And poetic mouth is very proud and has the meaning of praising others. Anyway, they are all children, and they can't change it when they are catchy, but they don't have to change it. Orlenza grabbed Xiaoye's left hand and asked, Xiaoxie, why haven't you been here for a few days? We are so bored, I really want to go to you. Xiao Tian's crisp voice has come out, Xiaoxie, my father beat a little boar yesterday, he said he wanted to give you some, how about it? It's delicious. The cuteness of the child lies in his innocence and innocence. Xiaoxie, Xiao Tian, thank you for me first, I'll get it later. By the way, I still have to get some tea for your father, right? Xiao Tian smiled innocently, little evil, I thought you forgot. Daniu said, Xiao Tian, Xiao Ye promised other people's things, he will not forget it. And Xiaoxie will definitely take a carriage to your house to make your father smile. Haha. Xiao Tian smiled, then my father must be happy to die. Chubby, little evil, do you want that today? He looked at Xiaoxie with a smile. Xiao Peng didn't know how to roll the dice, so he only listened to the little evil say, Kala, Kala, Kala. He's doing the same. And Xiaoi has also heard adults say, as long as gambling and women, you can't be wrong with this sentence, so he took it out of context, and carded it. The original meaning was to describe that men have a very good way, but it is not impossible to use it for gambling. Xiaoxie smiled, of course, the luck has been extraordinary recently, killing him alone on his back, the blood is flowing like a river, and then everyone eats red, and the old ones are counted. Wow, why? The children cried out, for they had already made a great deal of power, and they would drink some soup at least. Daniu asked, Xiaoxie, shall we find Chen Dehu and his young master? He has asked me several times, saying when he will meet you, he wants to take revenge. Xiaoxie, are you afraid? I only have 2 copper plates. As he spoke, he flipped through his pockets, and he took out 2 copper plates to give to Xiaoxie as a gambling book. The little evil pursed his lips and exclaimed, joke. No, big brother, when have you ever been afraid of who will come? He took Daniu's hands and continued, I don't need your money today, and you are going to divide 10 taels of silver for each person, take 9 taels back, and keep 1 tael for the new year. He is like a gang leader who is sharing the spoils, and before he wins the money, he comes to every house. Daniu smiled and said, okay, then I'll go and inform the young master of the Chen family. Wait, said the little evil man, don't worry, Daniu, I'll calculate how much silver I have to ask him to bring here. He muttered. Chubby, Orlenzi, Big Niu, Xiao Tian and little second brother, plus Xiao Fat his family, Big Niu his family, Xiao Tian his family. A total of 1, 2, 3, 8, 80 taels, just make up 100 taels. He shouted, Daniu, you go and inform the eldest young master of the Chen family and ask him to prepare 100 taels of silver, and you will say that I brought 200 taels, which is enough for him to win. If there is no 100 taels, I will not bet with him. Big cows, little fat, 2 flutes, staggering, 100 taels, enough for their whole family to have a year left. Xiaoxie smiled and said, "What's polite? It's almost the new year. I didn't send you the New Year's money. What kind of boss, your father, and they are all good to me. I also want to honor the old ones, so that they don't let you out. It's called poetry." It turns out that the little evil often gambles in the town, and sometimes gambles with adults. Of course, he often meets the father of Xiao Peng and others, and it is good for the old and young to have a buddy. Those fathers, they all know that the little evil is very lucky, every bet will win, and they will return the money they lose. Laugh haha when they win, laugh haha when they lose, laugh haha when they lose. So they all regard the little evil as a big savior and a big lucky star. Therefore, as long as the child takes the money back, saying that it is given by a small evil, the adult does not investigate the origin, and I hope that the child will also learn this skill and receive the money every day. What else can the children do in this area outside the Siwai area, except hunting? When the children grow up, they also go up to the mountains, and what kind of fame they take the top prize exams do not matter here, and it doesn't matter if they gamble with a small amount of money. Adults' views on the future of children are very simple, what the old man is, and the children are also determined, so they live a hard life, but they are also happy, and occasionally make a small fortune, which is also a joy in life. Danu, okay, I'll call him, but I don't know if he has so much money. Little Evil said, I don't want to call him have. His family is a big landlord, and some are money, so let him fill his pocket and come to me again. It's not enough to ask his father for a few taels. His grandmother wants a few taels, his mother, his sister, his concubine, his husband and concubine, his shopkeeper has a few taels is enough. Xiaoxie didn't know what to call in the family, how to distinguish between the old and the young, so he had to read out everything he thought of in his head. He thought that there would always be a few of them. Danu said, then I'll go, you wait for me, and I'll be back at once. He took a big stride and ran towards Chen's house at the end of the town. Xiaoxie saw that the big cow had gone away, and thought, this Chen family kid, I'm not afraid of death. I had to take off my pants last time I lost, and I still want to take revenge today. Xiaoxie calls the old man grandpa to outsiders, but in fact, Yang Xiaoxie was brought to Mota Lake by the old man 10 years ago, and the relationship between the two of them has not yet been clarified. Of course, this problem lies with Xiaoxie, because he feels that the old man has become accustomed to it, so why take the time to change his words? And the old man has been silent, and he didn't even tell Xiaoxie his name. Just like that, the two mixed together inexplicably, but it is undeniable that they both have deep feelings, which are beyond the grandchildren or masters and apprentices, and this relationship can only be understood by the two of them, and others cannot snoop on. Orlenzi exclaimed, Little Evil, are you leaving us? He was a little nervous. Xiaoxie smiled and said, don't worry. I will be back soon. If I don't come back, where will I go again? I want to ask you if you want to go to the Central Plains to have fun. It's very fun. Chubby clapped his hands and shouted, Little Evil, I'm going. He he he. The little evil elder laughed. He really wanted people to go. He just wanted to show that he had grown up in front of his disciples and grandchildren. He smiled and said, Chubby, will your father agree? When Xiao Peng thought of his father, he had no interest, and he said, Xiao is still a few years away, you go first, and I will look for you later. Xiao Tian said, Xiaoxie, don't forget to bring some things from that place back for us to see, okay? He he. Xiaoxie couldn't stop laughing. He found that he was a very capable person, and said quickly, okay, no problem, next time I come back, you all have prizes. What I bring? Let you eat fragrant, drink spicy, play well, come and I will teach you to play dice. He took out 4 dice from his pocket and was very interested. Attention! First of all, you must look at where you throw it, whether it is a bowl, or a cup, or on the table, on the ground, and then weigh the dice, and see that there is light and heavy there, although the difference is only a little bit, but after practicing for a long time, a little bit is enough. Look. He turned the dice with his stone hand to adjust the position, then he said a spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, front and front, back and back, meet your ancestors, dead and warped, dried beans. Roared, and he had already dropped the 4 dice on the ground. The dice spun for a while and stopped, the first 4, the second 4, the third 4, damn, all 4s. Wow, yes, 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 one more, one more. The little evil toe was arrogant, his shoulders were straight, his mouth was pursed like a pug. He smiled, no problem, what time do you want, what time do you want? Today I burned incense, and I also worshipped the Buddha. God is in my hands, I don't believe you can try it and no. Bing Gran, what time do they want for Xiao Peng? Yang Xiaoxie will throw a few points, they are dumbfounded, they are really called my mother. After playing for half an hour, the big cow has come back. Young Master Chen asked us to wait at the small land temple at the back door of his house. Taking a breath, Daniu said, he said that he would only gamble when he saw the money you brought, otherwise he would not play.